Bismillah. Welcome once again to Gambia Uncharted. Well, generally, Gambia Uncharted tends to sell destinations that puts a signature on the country we own and we love, called the Gambia. But there's more to a country than destinations. The people, their way of life, what they do, their religion, their culture, their tradition. And that's what brought me into this magnificent edifice called the Pipeline Mosque. This mosque basically is a confluence of Africa, Arabia, and the local Gambian artisanal work. But if you go to a place like Istanbul, you have the Blue Mosque. Something that's not of only religious importance, but also of touristic importance. Well, if I look at this beautiful edifice, it stands to be a display of Gambian architectural input with a flair of North African and Mediterranean design and inspiration. And I think this place goes beyond religion, because if you look at the color tapestry around me right now, it shows the brilliance of our master craftsmen. It shows the brilliance of our handymen, our craftsmen, as it relates to the creation, construction, design of this mosque. This mosque is symbolic to the people who come and worship here. This mosque serves as a great social conduit, cushion for the community it finds itself in. I believe Pipeline as a mosque is a reference in the Gambia for others to emulate. One of the few mosques of its magnitude to be built, funded, financed by locals. Not a penny from any external donor, i.e. Arabs, have gone into the construction, upkeep of this mosque.
Pipeline Mosque Foundation is about 30 years being ko sosé ak légui. Juma ju ndaw la won.
Li nak juma bu ñëk bi la. Bobu tang juma ji reyagut.
Pipeline Mosque, as you say, is one of the best organized mosques in the country. And that should not be surprising, because if you look at the people behind the mosque, people at the executive level, at the membership level, it's not an exclusive club, but the people who drive the projects are people who have successfully managed either in the public or private sector before. They're experienced administrators, experienced accountants, experienced engineers who have come together to put their resources together, their knowledge, their time, their resources to developing Pipeline Mosque, not just as a place where we can go for prayers, but also an institution that will benefit the whole community. That's the whole idea.
Jumaa ji emale wuñ ko ci julli asalaamaaleykum dem suñ yoon, wala ñu jàngal suñ doom yi ci daara ji, jàngal suñ doom yi school, waaye itam lu waay am dañ ko war a dajale su ko defee di dimbali way néew doole yi.
Jumaa ji waaye yàlla lii la fi nekkal, soo feebaree dinañu def gem def enveloppe dem seeti borom jox ko ko.
bokk na ci itam lopitaan yi nekk ci réew mi yépp at bu nekk dinañ leen jox ndimbal boo xam ne mu ngi jógee ko fii ci jumaa ji.
nga xam ne su weeru koor jotee at mu jot dinañ dem seeti prisons yi providal leen ndogu providal leen lunch quality day for the past 10 years man musuma julee suma kër wala ma naka julee pipeline fii man maa prisoners yi ñëw dee julli ma nekk fa ba añ ak ñoom su ma añee ñoom ba pare yeneen ma nekk fa ba ngoon soog a ñibbi.
The assistance we give to the mortuary in Serekunda, the mortuary in Serekunda is very, very busy. And a lot of the people who use the mortuary come from very humble backgrounds. Some of them cannot even afford the shroud. So we try to provide the hygiene products, we try to provide shrouds, we support the staff that works there. And that is a very, very important social need.
ñun dañ dee dem di seeti suñ mbokki Christian si nga xam ne suñ mbokka lañ suñ dëkkandoor lañ.
Apart from the physical gifts, I will always draw strength from the relationship between Bishop Clary and Imam Tafsir Gay. They were very close, and there are a number of events I attended that they were both present, and to see the way they shared love and kindness for each other will ensure that filters into both denominations, both Christians. You cannot help but admire and want to be the same.
ñu ni léegi kon nañ xalaat ñu ubbi fi school because suñ doom yi am na ci ñu bari ñoo xam ne ñu ngi woon ci yeneen school jàng nañ fa waaye biñ fa jàngee ba pare itam mun naa am amuñu fa results biñ bëgga.
léegi government cut off mark bi nga xam ne yéen ay 45 laa nekk aggregate ou 42 ñu bari sax ñoom du ñu am loolu ñooñu nag dafa miin ne duñ mën a am school bu ñu mën a continuer ñu xalaat ne daal war nañoo jàppale ñii loolu tax ñu sos school bi nga xam ne koo xam ne daal am nga grade 45 above nañ la jël jéem laa jàppale dimbale la sant yàlla ba school bi doore ba tey mun nañoo ndamoo ne am na ñu bari yoo xam ne jaar nañ ci school bi jeexal nañ dem nañ university te am na ay maaxam yu bari ñii ay docteur lañ ñii ay parliamentarian ñii teachers lañ ñii accountant lañ mu mel ne daal Alla jox nañ leen second chance.
foo mun a dëkk rek ci àdduna fii soo ñëwee soxla ndimbal soo demee school bi daf laa dimbal di leet Alaaji Dadi Diop mooy di first président moo tax nga gis jumaa ji delloo ko njukkal Bill School Dadi Diop tuddee ko Dadi Diop comprehensive school loolu yëpp nag kóllare rek lañ doon fees fëccali suñ diggante ak famille boobu.
jumaa ji nag maa ngi leen a gërëm di leen sant ndax teg nañ ñu place fonk nañ ñu fonk Alaaji Dadi ndax Alaaji Dadi moo doon président bi mu génnee nag àddina lañ ko jox Abu Dande.
If you look at the environment, you see security guards on call, on post, working. It shows good organizational culture. It shows a group of people with a vision, a direction, and this direction is taking their community to places. But these require resources, and these resources are things that people bring to the table based on what they see and activities that Pipeline Mosque enters into and venture into. So the annual GAMO has been one of the premier pillar events that help to fund Pipeline Mosque. And this year, due to COVID, they cannot have an annual GAMO. But as creative as they are, they have decided to do a first in the Gambia to have a virtual GAMO, a GAMO that will be virtual, and in so doing, they still want to raise monies. And these monies will be used to keep them going and keep the programs and social activities that they have in hand going. This was Gambia Uncharted. Until we come your way next time, it can be anything, it can be anywhere, and that's the essence of Gambia Uncharted.